Nick, congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, okay, so you're saying there's some drama in the semifinal, and then you have the final. So now I'm curious. Talk me through, like, what happened in the semifinals?
Sure, yeah. In the semifinals, we were playing a game. One player was very far ahead. He had done a really nice job of just, it's a brutal game, and he had done a nice job of brutalizing us at the beginning of the game. So we were trying to play catch up, and he drops the asteroid. And it's not clear. Everyone's tired about like how the cubes got removed, and it's just one of those games where there's a lot of moving mechanics. When you drop the asteroid, it's 7 different locations where you're doing something in, and so it wasn't clear like what had actually happened. So we tried to like deconstruct it, and at the end of the day, someone just like needed to make a call. So. At the end, what's nice is that at the end of the day, when we counted the scores, it didn't matter one way or another. So that's actually the best situation for that kind of thing to happen, and for sure.
Well, and I guess that's why we have our judges there who can come in and help make those calls.
Exactly, yeah. And I thought it was a very, very like fairly done and spoken out, so it was good.
So how did you pull ahead then? You said someone was way in the lead in that.
Yeah, well, so the strategy that my partner and I determined for Dominant Species Marine is to be in second place all game long and then win at the end. And
that's exactly
every single game, that's exactly what I did.
Wow.
And now he's giving that strategy away.
Right, yes. Be in second place, and then you will win this game.
Is that so people aren't targeting you?
Yeah, 100%, because this is a game where you kill people. And you have to, right? And everyone kind of decides it's not easy enough to pile on the leader, but there are enough ways to pile on the leader that like sitting in second place thing is, everyone's going to agree, like, I need to take an aggressive action against this person if I have the opportunity to do so, and then you kind of get to like squeak it out at the end.
That's so smart to know that and approach it that way.
It just seemed to happen too many times in the practice games that we played.
Are you an aggressive, conflict-oriented gamer in general?
No, primarily I'm a Euro gamer, but really my background is in aggressive games. Like I come from a gaming dynasty. My dad's a gamer, my mom's a gamer, and amazing. When I was a teenager, like we played Advanced Civilization, Age of Renaissance, like very aggressive die rolly kind of games. And so when I was a teen, my strategy was like, well, I'm a teen, don't pay attention to me, I'm a schmuck kid at the table. And then sometimes I would squeak out victory. So that's where you learn to kind of fly under the radar. Nice. And that just applies for a lot of these aggressive games, I think.
Perfect. What other games here are you looking forward to potentially competing in?
Today's game is Great Western Trail, which if prior to this event, I would have said would be the one that I'm most competitive in. So we'll see how it goes today. That's the one I was looking forward to. I quite like Gaia Project. It's also on today's schedule, so it's actually not on my roster. So with any luck, that'll be my semifinal game.
Nice.
That would be the dream.
Well, and what made you choose Dominant Species Marine as a game you wanted to compete in?
Entertainingly enough, kind of a process of elimination. So the schedule for yesterday was Brass Birmingham, Wingspan, and Acquire. Acquire is the game on the list that I least hope to play. So that was straight out. Wingspan, 1 million people play that game and have played way more times than I have. So I didn't want to do that one. And then Brass Birmingham, I used to play a decent amount of Brass Lancaster, but I've actually only gotten Brass Birmingham to the table one time. So I just didn't feel like I had the chops to do that. And so I landed on this with the idea that it would not be, people would not be as experienced in it, and sure enough, I'm the proud owner of winning a tournament with the fewest players in it, so go me.
You made an interesting point there versus sort of online play and games that people could play a ton, like Wingspan. Do you have an even mix of at the table and online yourself?
That's a great question, I would say so, right, because Great Western Trails, there's an online implementation, and I've played hundreds of games of that online. Whereas, something like this was at the table. And I preferred to try to play games that were at the table, just because I assume that folks that can jam games online are going to just have more experience than I am at the end of the day.
So where are you from, and are you representing any local games stores?
So I actually just moved back to DC. I was living in Oakland for 5 years, and I kind of boomeranged back to DC. So I'll rep 2 stores if that's okay. So in Oakland or in the Berkeley area, Victory Point Cafe is a great spot. It's actually also where I met a really good friend of mine, John from John Gets Games, and we do.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love
we
this
do a
stuff.
podcast together now too, called Friendly Ties, that you can check out on his website.
Nice.
So that's my California life, and then in DC, Labyrinth Puzzles and Games is just one of the best stores on the planet with just the absolutely nicest staff. They're really wonderful there.
Wonderful.
Very cool. Well, thanks and
Congratulations.
Thank you both so much.
Good luck on what you're doing today, and who knows, maybe you'll sit here again tomorrow.
That would be very entertaining. I'd love that. Thank you both.
Yeah, thank you.